Welcome to Camlock Fittings Online. Today we're going to go through and show you 3 quick and easy ways you can inspect your cam locks before you make an assembly. Now, why do you need to inspect the cam locks? They're all made to an international standard, or should be, and they should be made fit for purpose. But like anything in any manufacturing process or supply chains, things can and do go wrong. So it's always advisable to just do these 3 very quick and easy tests before you make a hose assembly, because you don't want to make the complete assembly then find out you've got a problem with your fittings. So before we go into the 3 tests that we're going to do, just a quick reminder from the previous document where we showed you the 3 important fundamentals before you buy a cam. Just as a reminder, we have the cam here, remember it has the arms, and we have the adapter here, also known as the groove, because it has the groove. And both of these have hose tail ends. So today we're going to show you, as I said, 3 quick and easy inspections that you can do. First will be visual, then we'll do a connection test, and the last is show you a compression test to make sure you have a watertight connection. So visual inspection. Is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to look at the product and really check for the finish to make sure there's no imperfections or blowholes. Also, it's useful to make sure it's labelled, so for future use. On the adapter, we're looking at this part, which is the sealing face. Now we're looking for any dents or imperfections, because when you try to connect this, if you have that, you won't get a perfect seal, because as you'll see in the next step, it's the adapter that goes into the coupler. So we need to make sure that sealing face is as smooth as possible. And again, we go on to the coupler, just check the handles as an addition, make sure there's no imperfections there, no imperfections in the body, and again, nice smooth machining finish. Just to give you an example of what we would be looking for, so push R2 to the side here, here's another manufacturer's. Kind of thing you want to look out for is if you can just see those tiny 2 or 3 pin brick holes. They're imperfections in the casting where you get oxygen in the process, so that when it cools, they kind of blow, so hence why they're called blowholes. Now, if you're using this at very low pressure, the risk, because it hasn't gone through the coupling body, is quite low, but we would say if you get any blowholes, just reject it, it's not worth the risk. Okay, inspection 2 is the connection test. So what we're going to do is, on a smooth surface, you have the coupler at the bottom, and you're going to put the adapter in, and quite simply make sure that it connects okay. There should be some resistance, so don't worry if you have to apply some force, but it shouldn't be no resistance, so the cam handles come straight down. So if I just apply some force, you can see those handles come down okay. Maybe a little bit on the tight side, but that would still be a pass. Word of warning, what we get quite a bit, I'll just move this around, is we get people saying they can't connect because they're applying the pressure on one side and then trying to apply the pressure on this, which really is a struggle. And I have to apply a lot of force to get that closed. So remember, apply forces equally to both cams at the same time. The final inspection I'm going to show you is the compression test. So what we're going to do, we'll take the adapter, remember the adapter is the one with the groove, put it into the coupler. So a little technique we use as part of our testing process. We get the very common ubiquitous Sharpie, and what we're going to do is just draw a thin line on the adapter. And what we want to see is, as we close the handles, we want to see that black line disappear, because this gives a very easy representation that the adapter has compressed onto the seal of the coupler, and therefore we know that there will be a watertight seal. So I'm just going to go and draw the faintest line, which you can see there on the adapter, and then we're going to go through the process of connection. All being well, we should see that black line nearly disappear. Sometimes it will completely disappear, sometimes most of it will disappear. So as long as you're seeing most of it disappear, that should be fine. And you can see as we go down there. Okay, I'll bring that close to the camera, and you can see virtually the whole black line has disappeared. What you can see more is actually where I've actually drawn onto the coupler. But for us, that shows that compresses nicely, it connects nicely, so that product would be a pass, and you'd be safe to use that in your hose assemblies.